Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cali 3000 back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but I'm gonna try to be more consistent this time around. Okay, so today we're gonna get into some hot topics, right? Okay, first we're gonna talk about Kanye West, right? With his whole White Lives Matter thing. Okay, first let's address one thing, right? Yes, of course, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, they all matter, right? But I think the issue what happened here with his whole shirt or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna try to look at these things two ways, subjectively and objectively, right? So first of all, he has the right to say whatever he wants. It's his free speech, right? He's not killing anybody. He's not shooting anybody. He's not doing anything to anybody, right? That's one way to look at it. Then again, we gotta look at it this other way, right? In reality, this one's in reality, the way we see it, we as black people see it, it might be like a slap in the face, right? Because I'm not saying black people were the only ones who supported him, but I would say a lot of black people when he first came out were the ones who really supported him and got him to where he is today, right? Musically, I'm not saying I watched the whole what was it called? I don't know if it was Genius. There we go, Genius on YouTube. I know there are a lot of people who pass on him, but either way, the fans, his fans, he has a strong support from African Americans and black people around the world. So, okay, I'm going on a tangent. Back to what I'm trying to get at. So what I'm trying to get at is black people might see it as a slap in the face. Like we understand white lives matter. Nobody's disputing that Asian lives matter. Everybody matters. But we're trying to. I think what's going on here in America was we're trying to address an issue, and it seems like he's just some people might see it as he's just trying to include or dismiss the issue that's going on in America, right? That's another perspective. That's another way to look at it. So, but I don't know. I gave you guys two perspectives. Now I'll give you how I really look at it, right? I see from both sides. I see both sides. But how I look at it is Kanye West, he's a polarizing figure, right? So sometimes he gives you certain truths in a way it's like a hard pill to swallow, right? If you dissect exactly what he's trying to say, then it's like, okay, I see it. So I think what he was trying to push, right? Black Lives Matter was a movement, right? And I understand what it was trying to do. But the people behind Black Lives Matter, if you look up, it's documented. A lot of these people went with the money that was raised and bought $1 million mansions with it, right? And they're the ones who are pushing Black Lives Matter. But on the other hand, um, like someone gave me this example, right? Or told me this when I was like when I was kind of I don't want to say discrediting another black figure because of an action they did that I didn't necessarily completely agree with it. But here's what they told me, right? They were like, we as human beings were fallible, right? Nobody's gonna be perfect. So if you see a black person trying to do good or spread a message, oh, you can sometimes overlook some of their faults and focus on the message and what they're trying to do. So with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, of course, some of the leaders might be doing bad, and I see where Kanye is coming from, but I slightly disagree with. I'm not saying I disagree with the White Lives Matter thing, but being a black man, it seems like he's trying to squash the movement. If the movement are led by some not so perfect people, right? The idea is still behind is sorry. The idea is still behind the movement is still relevant. It's still a good message, even if people are using the money for bad. There's a way to go about bringing that up. But either way, it's his free speech. This is just my opinion. You know. Okay, let's see what else we have to talk about. Did we talk about what I think he meant? Whatever. Oh yeah, free speech. Yeah, he has the right to say whatever he wants. We can be outraged. We can feel however we want. We can be in support. At the end of the day, he's not killing anybody. He's just saying how he feels. And you know, the world today can't handle certain truths, or they can't handle certain opinions. Excuse me. And I think that's a bad place to be. You have to be able to be willing to hear, like not just hear and like it goes through your ear, but try to understand and comprehend where someone is coming from. Just because you disagree with someone does not mean they're bad or they're wrong. It just means you have a difference of opinion. So where I was gonna segment into this with the whole free speech is like the whole Andrew Tate and I think Sneakio. So Andrew Tate, I'm sure most of you know him. He what's he really known for? I think he's been on YouTube probably for years or social media for years, but he recently blew up with whatever quote unquote rhetoric that some people might disagree with. Um, Back to the free speech. Whether you agree with him or not, he's not killing anybody. He's not hurting anybody. So I don't think he needs to be taken off the whole social media. To me, that was honestly really wild. Like, how you just gonna ban? They probably had a meeting and completely banned him. I don't see him saying anything. No, I'm not gonna comment on what he does. I'm gonna stay in my lane. But I don't. I don't. I haven't seen. I don't watch him too much, but I haven't seen anything that's like causing for someone to go harm somebody. You feel me? I don't feel like. Then again, it is what it is, and I think Sneakio recently just got banned for being affiliated. I don't know if he did a video with him or what happened, but he recently just got banned off YouTube, and to me that's wild. Like, what happened to free speech? Like, what's going on? Okay, let me see. We talk about Andrew Tate, Sneakio. Okay, lastly, let's talk about House of Dragons. That's like the new series after the Game of Thrones ended. And sidebar, the Game of Thrones, what's it called? Uh, Last season was, man, I was so pissed off. It was like the worst season I've ever seen. Like, out of the show. Like, they should just waited for George R. Martin, the creator, to finish writing the story, because that was just trash, man. But House of Dragon, it seems cool, but I don't know. I don't really see myself getting into it. Like, I'm on episode 2 halfway through, and I just can't force myself to finish it. I really don't know. It's like, let me see. Um, One more thing. Let me get, I was checking out Tori's album that just dropped. Tori's album that just dropped. Whoa, it was. Oh, actually, Kid Cudi dropping the album too. There was one song I really was messing with. I think it was him and Ty Dolla Sign, "Willing to Trust." Y'all should check that out. I think that was really wavy. Was there a song on Tori's album I really messed with? No, I gotta give that more of a listen. I've just been busy. Also, check out my joint. Cali 3000. I dropped an EP called Lonely Loner. It's 2 tracks. There's a third track I did with my homie, just didn't make the cut. Like, it was, I got the verse late, so. But that surely will be coming out a bit later. So, appreciate y'all watching. Please like, subscribe, and just give me some ideas. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. Even here, YouTube comment section, and hit me up and tell me what other type of videos y'all like to see me do. I appreciate it. Peace.